Okay.
Everybody.
So, okay, it is 5:50, 5:33. And I'd like to declare this meeting started. This is a special meeting for the RTM Public Works Committee to discuss. Oh, we need the roll call, sorry. I'm here. Paul?
Here.
Okay. Emma?
I'm here.
Okay, David? See David. Maybe he'll come later. Nicole?
I'm here. Nice to meet you guys.
Yes, David, just say here.
In accordance with prophecy.
That's right, and Gary.
Here.
So that's okay. Nicole, I know this is your first one. It should be short and sweet. So the time's a little different.
I will normally be there in person. I just have a cold and I didn't think people wanted my cold. So
No, thank you. Thank you.
Very
My
kind.
husband's just getting over COVID, so
oh
yeah.
goodness. Yeah.
I appreciate anyone who self-contains.
Yes.
New business. This is to go over a Connecticut DEEP grant. And so a grant means we don't have to pay it back, which is our favorite type. So I'll read it. Would you like to read it, Paul?
No, you can.
Okay, this item was recommended for approval at the town committee of the whole meeting on January 28th, 2025. Resolution authorizing the town manager or his designee to seek grant funding from the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection, DEEP, and Public Utilities Regulatory Authorities, PORA, Public Education and Governmental Programming and Education Technology Investment Account to upgrade its government access studio set at the Groton Public Library, as well as equipment to improve Groton municipal television programming. I know who this is going to. Whereas Groton Municipal Television will replace and upgrade its 25-year-old set with a new modular television set and panelist interview desk, along with new laptops, cine camera. Is that how you pronounce it?
Cine camera.
Cine camera. Peripheral equipment to improve GMTV programming. Whereas the DEEP and PORA have funds available through the Public Education and Governmental Programming and Educational Technology Investment Account to promote and improve public education and government access television programming in Connecticut. Whereas Groton citizens will benefit from these GMTV set and equipment upgrades and enhances its improved programming quality for government access television. Resolved that the Groton Town Council hereby authorizes the town manager or his designee to apply for and accept grant funding in the amount of $73,212 from the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection and Public Utilities Regulatory Authority, Public Education and Governmental Programming and Educational Technology Investment Account, which will allow Groton Municipal Television to upgrade and enhance the Groton community's viewing experience for government access television and refer the item to the RTM per rule 6.5.3. Okay, yeah, can I have a motion to open to discuss this?
So moved.
Okay, thank you.
Second.
Okay, anyone have any questions about this?
I had a question.
Sure.
Is that the total amount of the system, that the grant that we're receiving, or do we have to pay additional out of the town's budget?
No, this would be a completely a grant funded project. There would be no town funds involved. We've applied for these grants in the past. I think this is the 5th year in a row, our 6th time applying for it. It's been a pretty valuable resource to replace equipment and keep up with technology for our TV studio and for a lot of the productions systems in the town, such as the town hall annex. So we've used it in the past, but no town funds involved.
That's good. And then my last question was, once we receive the money and we set up the system, are there any stipulations or requirements for it, or is it just it's ours to use the way we use it?
it has to be used for government television,
Yeah,
programming. So yes, it's our system and that's what we'd be using it for.
Yeah.
It's completely owned by the town at that point.
okay, cool.
Is there any ongoing maintenance cost for this or is?
No, this is, so a majority of this would be going to replace a television set that's in the studio that I built about 25, 30 years ago. It's probably well past its time, and so we want to get something that looks a lot more professional. A lot easier to move if we have to move it. What I have is not modular. It takes about a day and a half to disassemble, about 2-3 days to reassemble it. So this would be more like an hour or two and you're reset in it and it'll look much more professional than what we have. I mean, my handiwork was good back then, but not quite as good as this is gonna look. And then some of the other equipment is our laptops that will help us run our teleprompter, help us with some of our remote programming. We have to a lot of times access our server, like we have to access it here. We access our server that's located down at the library. And it gives us control of the channel so we can kick things over live or change the schedule. There's a bunch of things we can do through the internet and the cloud now. So that laptop will give us a little bit more mobility. And then there's a camera that's kind of self-explanatory. And the peripheral equipment is more like cases and some minor software, batteries, things like that. So very minor compared to the rest of the stuff. So, but that's what the majority of the money's for.
And where is the equipment housed?
It's gonna be housed at the library. We have our TV studios based at the library. It's a full TV studio. If you haven't been there, come down. I love giving off a show
It's fascinating. Yeah.
to give the grand tour. And you know, we'll show you what we have. But so we that's kind of our central spot. That's where our head end is. We go out to 3 cable systems from the library. We have for the last 30 years, been broadcasting from that facility. And then we have some remote broadcast sites like this room. This room could actually be a broadcast site for us in a matter of seconds if we wanted to. You know, the council room obviously next door, the Thrive 55 is hooked into our system, and the city municipal building is also hooked into our system, so we can grab live feeds from there as well. And then we have some remote capabilities where we can go live. As long as I have cellular service, I can hotspot it back to the studio. So we have a lot of technical capabilities to be able to provide live programming for the town for government access.
Okay, thank you.
So you can do some fun things with this.
Yeah, we could do some fun things.
I'm gonna keep you interested.
Yeah, we could do some fun things.
Oh, any other questions? Well, seeing none, let's take a vote. All those in favor of accepting the grant, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Grant so moved, terrific. And that concludes our meeting. Thank you all.
That was quick.
Yeah, that way.
Motion to adjourn.
Oh, that would help, thank you. And a second on that, okay, there we go. Thank you. That's it, we're done.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll be posting this meeting tonight, by the way. We post all the meetings up online, so that's who does all that. We do that as well. So
Excellent.
you'll see, you can watch this again and replay.
Nancy goes, is it gonna be on? I don't think so, but I don't know. Okay.
We turn off here?
Thank you guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thanks again.